Welcome back to part number 8 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as Epirus. We've been allied with Rome the entirety of the game, and we're happily that way. He's up warring around here sometime. He didn't call us in. We're still happily, we still have quite a bit. Was aiding plus 95 relations. I'm sure he'll call us in again for something. Probably he'll go with Carthage or Egypt again. Waiting for this AE to burn down. I plan to take this area from Thrace. We can claim all those coastal cities that are right here. Give us something to move, somewhere to move these pops into. There are quite a few of them about. The loyalty is such that they're reasonably loyal as they are. But when this stability comes down, which is about to do right now, I'm going to pop this for population capacity here, I believe. Yeah. We'll lose the population growth and we'll lose 15 stability, so we have really only a 50 now. Let's see what happens. Can we change the law? I think we probably could at some point. We'd have to take the proper innovations for it, and we can't do it as yet, so good for me. In that, we'll be able to keep our stability at 50 or thereabouts. The less pops are in these various provinces, and there look to be quite a few, the faster they will convert and assimilate. They'll lose the malice that they have here for either. So the faster we get them in those cities, the better. We'll get some manpower and whatnot when they promote up to freemen as well. Let's see what goes on here. It's a slight bleed. I could spend some money. It sounds like a reasonable idea, really. Let's move a couple of pops. Hopefully some Hellenics we can get into that city. Did we just... anyway, Hellenic Bosporan there. And a couple of Hepatics and such. That should give us another... and we'll build a theater. And that's that. We'll just leave that be for now. Banking quite a bit of money. Building aqueducts in my capital. There's quite a bit of migration, I believe, last I checked, coming in. The more capacity that you have, we'll build another just because, the better off. I am populating these territories here with about 6 pops per, and they'll benefit from the auto assimilation that goes on, so then we'll be able to move them into the cities. I've been depopulating this territory or province. This province is green again. This one is headed slightly down. I'm going to start evacuating pops from, say, this province here down and get them down in here. And at some point they'll end up in the cities and such. Been moving pops out of this Macedonian province formerly into these 2 coastal cities here. In fact, there's room for another 20 or thereabouts, I think. I'll do that right now. Looks as though we can get some of these pops to this territory. Actually, it looks like an easy move, relatively speaking. We can get some pops from this province into here, there, and then into these 2 cities here, or 3 soon to be here. We have about 20 or thereabouts we need. And I can't get them from here, as all the pops that can be moved have been moved. So that's what I'll do. We'll be able to remove some of the troubled pops from this this province. We'll just go down and grab all the wrong religion, wrong culture, and that should make the loyalty much more reasonable in the area. And that won't affect our cities in the least, because they are wildly primary culture and primary religion. So time has passed. I've been shuffling pops about. I determined the only way to really keep these provinces loyal in the wilderness areas is to build a wonder with this technology that we're going to unearth. Hopefully at some point here, the government traditions wonder. Until then, we'll just have to deal with rebellions. There was a very close to rebellious territory here. It got down to 0.01 or some such. I replaced the governor with a highly loyal governor, and it's headed back up. I probably should have just let it blow and then it would have gone back up to 100. The Romans have attacked Veneto. I noted that they have not called us into help. Maybe that's because they feel they don't need our help, or maybe that's because they don't like this plus 93 was aiding bonus there. I'm not really sure. I have begun taking trades from Carthage and non-Roman areas. At some point, he's going to reach the threshold where he's going to be a great power. We'll probably do much the same ourselves. I had a claim going up. I spent the 20 PI for a claim on Europa, and the scoundrel has revolted and ruined our claim. We could have attacked him. And he only has one ally, his tiny little city-state here. Should I file another? Yeah, maybe I should. We'll file. Who knows? The AI tends to go back and forth. These revolts can go on for a long time. We'll see if this claim hits. If it does, we'll pop him. I let this get away from me. We have 0 aggressive expansion. We can trigger this whole lot along that coast, as well as Pergamon down here. We'd have to build a navy or something. Maybe I'll hire a pirate or something. I'm not sure. Let's see about hiring some mercs. It's not going to do my quest for gold much any good, but I think it could work out for us over the longer term. Who knows? That's going to do it. We have our taxes here. It should be a slaughter along this coast. As for Pergamon, I'll not worry about it. We dropped another couple of innovations. I'm going to take the PI bonus here for 10%. These units here are headed down toward the Macedonian War here. I'm going to give him something to do with himself. I don't want him retaking any sort of Macedonian revolt territory. Oh, he's at war with Macedon proper. Well, whatever the case, he's going to turn around soon enough. We have another advance. Let's see what we have here available. Nothing much, really. We're ready for this war. Let's do it. The same combatants. It's on. We have the claim. It should be a slaughter. I'm going to assault this fort immediately. Boom. Done it. Let's get up here as well. There's a lot of smaller stacks wandering around. There shouldn't be any trouble. We have a fair number of cohorts left with this unit. He has a decent morale. Let's siege that as well. Let's assault this as well right here. Boom. With one another right here. And, well, let's head up here. Looks as though we've won this as well, and we have a fair number of cohorts left. Let's go assault that. Probably assault this as well, really. Yeah, we're maxed out at manpower. Let's assault this fort with our own taxes as well. We won an award for our assault. And this guy, let's see, do your assault. Let's have it. That does it for this whole lot here. Let's see if we can piece out. Pergamon is the only holdout. He'll not do it. Why is that again? Because of stuff. Well, we can take this guy out here, and it's not going to do our war score any good, but we'll take him just on general principle there. Let's see if this guy is willing to peace out here. Let's have it. We'll have that as well. Maybe we'll just let the war score accumulate while we take out these smaller combatants and eliminate their would-be armies. We'll sell their nobility off. That stack is much more manageable now. And perhaps we could make it down to Pergamon if we can get some access from our Macedonian revolt friends here. Looks like they're willing. And we're able. We'll march down to Pergamon and see about... I see. That's not real, though. So this levy here, or taxus, is locked. And we're going to go ahead here and call up a levy and dispatch him. I have these two armies here on reorganization. They're going to go and wait here for proper numbers, and then we'll go down, march to Pergamon, and assault that. What exactly we want with Pergamon, I don't really know, but it strikes me more of a problem than anything else. But who knows? It could turn into something where we could expand down into this area, or release it as a client state, or something. We captured that guy right here. Our claim against the Macedonian revolt is almost ready, and it's a fairly large outfit there, really. I'm thinking maybe we'll hire another merc and get him rolling over towards this area. I just canceled the military access. We're going to hit this access the easy way, and by declaring war on this guy sooner than we're going to be able to make it through his territory to Pergamon. We're close to the threshold for great power, but close does not trigger it, and we'll still be able to be allied with the Romans. And they are close themselves. There it is. Our claim has hit. Let's see what his capital is here. That's not it, though. Where is his capital? Byzantium, it would seem. Well, we are going to take Europa. We'll declare war immediately. Salt and such. Well, I have these troops headed down. The Macedonians are sieging his capital. We'll see what we can get. Looks as though Thrace has landed an army over here as proper taxes and savaged one of our cities. Maybe we'll just leave Pergamon be. And we'll see about taking this area from him and eliminating him from, well, not the game. He has a territory, I think here, yeah. Our city is happily, let's see what happened. We lost some pops. It looks as though most of them were slaves. We'll repopulate the city immediately. Looks as though we're going to be able to make it across this strait there, hopefully. We've done it. We may try to cross this strait to get some more war score. To do that, we're going to need a pirate fleet. I believe there's a large enough fleet available so that we could pick this unit up and ferry him across. The question is it necessary as yet? I don't really know. Let's see what goes on here. We'd probably want this territory here, but we can't get at it because of Macedon. Let's see, I'm going to see if I can find a proper pirate. There's one here. In Barglia. You should be able to do it. Let's get him ready. We'll move him up and de-exile him. Well, right here. Looks as though whatever siege was going on here in Byzantium is no longer active. We're going to start that siege ourselves. Going to assault that. Looks as though we've done it, and now we can de-exile right here instead. Breakthrough, we've done that. Let's see here. Yeah, well, I have quite a few prisoners here. I'm going to sell them off and dredge up some money as well as some tyranny. I have this fleet headed down here. We're going to land in Chios and maybe try to make it over here. We'll see what can be done. We're going to land in Chios and see. I'm going to assault this fort as well. We're taking its capital. Let's head up here. Chios has fallen. Let's head here. We're going to get the heck out of this area. Our taxes could become trapped unless we can secure some access from these guys. Theoretically, we can do it. They're at war with the revolt. Let's do that. We'll hopefully, who knows, maybe we'll be able to take this area over. We turned around. This guy will probably beat us to that capital siege there. Oh well. We've arrived first. Yeah. We've beaten this fellow here. Let's assault that immediately. We've done it. So these areas should occupy. We can take this area as well. We can try. Boom. Uh-oh. Mad Mac is going to take this area right in the middle of this territory here and give us unspeakable border gore. Let's see, where is this guy going? We'll leave this area be. We don't really even want it. Let's see about a peace agreement. What is that? Wow, that... Let's see here. We could have Chios as well. That. Oh, there's that... I see. It's that coastal territory bug. I'll be back. I think this whole adventure here has been something of a bust. We'll not do it. He won't even give up this. He's not at all disposed. So rather than... I suppose we could take a singular territory there. What does that look like? There's no way we'd be able to take this, and at this point I'm not really even sure we want to. This is a city, right? I'm not at all sure that I want to be on this side of that of the strait with a singular city here. Although I may live to regret it, who knows, really. It has freemen, citizens, and nobles. And it is by and large Hellenic, which means it probably will be loyal. Well, I can always give it away to somebody, so why not have it? Why not have it? We'll take... that looks good, let's do it. What is that? Huh. It looks as though we can raise the settlement of the former Thracian capital for a fair bit of money. I've never seen that happen before. It usually has to be a city, so far as I know. Maybe it wasn't raised and was somehow deleted from a... Whatever the case is, we're going to take everything of value and be happy. So... let's see if we can get the heck out of this area. We're exiled, so we don't really have to worry. We can march back in that direction. Right, we do have a territory in Chios. Let's go here. We'll pick our taxes up with this pirate fleet. We'll disband you. And disband you. And that's going to do it. Back to shuffling pops, building and saving money. That was a nice shot in the arm there from the former Thracian capital for our Wonder Quest. War is over. I'm evacuating. I'm going to land in Pella and sort of drill there. I'm essentially, I think, done with this portion of the map. I'm going to spend some money in our capital cities. Maybe get a few academies going up here, essentially in all of the capital territories. I want that wonder. We already have one there. Good for me. And that can wait, as there's essentially no one there, and they're mostly all slaves to begin with. War was quite good for our income. We're popping 100 per now. And we'll just mull about here and drill for the time being until we can get that wonder. We need it badly, as these areas will blow. Anyway, I'm going to save the requisite funding. Our king has passed on. Thankfully, there's no succession crisis. At least not a major one. We have an unmarried ruler. And we need a governor. I'm going to start to move some of these pops out from these territories. They're bleeding pretty hard. And I want it to stay loyal. I'll move them into these coastal cities here. How is this doing really to loyalty? It's bleeding pretty good as well, actually. Maybe I'll just leave it alone and just leave it be and not worry. it'll revolt, or we'll build that wonder before it revolts, hopefully. Let's check our new ruler here. He's 26. Maybe we can get married. Oh, look at that. Inflammation, I see, I see. Rather than watch this thing like a hawk, Eucoline is going to become 16. We're going to arrange the marriage or whatnot. Just get it off the books, as there's no like button for tell me the moment that she turns 16. I'll have to watch it. I don't want to watch it, so I'm going to adjust her age up to 16 with the console and marry her immediately. She has no malice, no dysentery, inflammation, etc. at all. She's 16 now, and we should be able to marry her. We've done it. Our stalwart allies, the Romans, have called us into a defensive war against the crazed Insubrians. Let's see what drives these guys. It's not really known why they would declare war on the Romans. Maybe they settled in one of their territories as a migratory tribe or something. Whatever the case is, I think we'll get another bonus to this. Was aiding, should pop right back up to 100. I married off some of my royal family. It cost me a fair clip. This one was free, but I had to pay 1,000 gold to marry this guy off to whomever. This poor Thracian army, it was a 9 stack. Went down to a 4 stack. I think he's out of food and just bleeding dry. He refuses to leave the area and head back to one of his territories. Who knows what drives him. Well, I was thinking on various matters, just accumulating some gold, letting some time pass, dispatching barbarians, building roads. If we do any sort of meaningful warring, we'll probably get over the 500 great power threshold, which means we'll no longer be able to stay allied to Rome. Which means there would be a guarantee, but he can still attack us, but we can't attack him. With a guarantee. I took a quick look here, a decent look at his armies. I didn't find a legion, which means probably he has one of the plus like 10% or whatnot laws in place. That means he gets more cohorts in his various levies that he'll call up. There's a fair number. There are of various sorts, some chariots about. A fair bit of heavy infantry, really, but I think we could perhaps prevail in a war even with less, as we have now 52 available. If we fought defensively at first, utilizing our roads, I could almost wrap my head around that we could add more horse archers to our legion and chew him up as he comes. The problem is we don't have any navy and we don't have any forts, so it'll get ugly for us, that's for sure. The trick is just to avoid it. That's the plan, but we'll see what happens with all that. Along those lines, I think I'm going to build more to my cities, increase the population so that the Romans can sack them, and we'll lose even more pops in that manner, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do it without building forts everywhere. That's what I'm going to try to do. Or avoid the war entirely. Sparta seems to have left a defensive league. I don't know what's really going to happen here, but we may as well see about filing a claim down there. We have a 48 PI stability event. I'll take it. And we will use that money to build a holy site here to our glorious leader Epirus immediately, and see if we can drop some artifacts. I don't think we have many. Yeah. We don't. but am I inclined to drop that just right now? It's not, it doesn't hurt anything, I suppose. We can always get rid of it later. Let's do it, let's do it. I'm gonna grab more traditions here. Let's see, heavy cav offense will do that. I'm gonna take the +6 stability as well as the state religion happiness bonus. Maybe it'll make people happier. Let's see, every decade we're adding 40 military experience and saving myself the trouble of calling up and disbanding levies over and over and over again. So that's it's been advantageous for us as our military traditions are less than adequate relative to others. Speaking of others, we need 237 pops of Persian traditions, which are Scythians. I think there are a few Scythians here. We could probably maybe dredge up 230 some odd. Oh, there are quite a few here as well, really. Once we go over the threshold here of the 500 territories for a great power, we'll probably go up here and colonize the heck out of this area and take as many Scythian pops as we can find, and then get into the Persian traditions, which doesn't do our standing with Rome much good, as we'll no longer be allied. But who knows, really. Let's see the status there. 0.033, I see. It looks as though a merc has appeared here in our capital territory, which is good news for us. So we have some pretty fat stacks we can hire if needed. The guy essentially doesn't know how to fight, but how old is he, do we know? Yeah, he'll be around for a while. He's only 18. Let's see, we have another fairly good-sized stack here. The more pops we put in these cities, the larger the stacks grow. This guy doesn't know how to fight either, really, but I think there's a stack here that's decent. Here, it'll take a while to get them to the front if Rome does attack, if and when such. We have no navy. I'm thinking on changing that, but I really want to get the government traditions wonder as well as some others. I think the reinforcement speed comes to mind as well as perhaps a noble happiness or some such. We're about a half an hour in this episode, so I'll call it here. We're drilling here in the former Macedonian capital, building lots of roads. We have a fair clip of roads built around these various areas. As soon as this guy finishes his task, I think he's headed to Pella, then down here. I'm going to disband him. That'll leave us the full weight that we can apply towards actual combatants. Make me feel better about perhaps repulsing Rome if I were to get that wonder, the 10% reinforcement speed as well as unit reorganization in friendly territory. I think he could be repulsed. We could even perhaps grind him down as we went horse archer heavy. We have a fair number of heavy cav bonuses as well. These guys do not look like the sort that would fare very well against a heavy cav and horse archer heavy crew, really. They'd probably get chewed up, really, is more to the point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we don't even get into a war with Rome. That claim with Sparta just hit. We have a claim on Macedon here. He took a piece of Europa, Sessos here. I don't want to tangle with this lot. I have no navy. It would be ugly. We have a claim against the Bosporan Kingdom, so far as I know. We may action it shortly. I don't know whether I'm ready to go over the edge as yet. Maybe I'll colonize something or other to be more exact as to the number of territories I can take. I think there's some colonization that can happen around here. I stowed these pops here in the no slave promotion territory, and they're just mulling about waiting for colonization. And I'll probably get right up to the 499 threshold and then just wait maybe to build that wonder. I'm not sure. Whatever the case is, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope to see you in the next one.